Hey y'all, hey, hi, hello, hi. So, as promised, more like as demanded, I am going to do one more video for Vlogmas. So, Merry Christmas, because it is Christmas, okay? Hi, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Mer- it's Christmas Eve right now, but Merry Christmas. How are you? Huh? Happy holidays. So instead of you talking to your family like you should be doing, if you are with your family, because everybody is not, y'all listening to me. I think that's a good Christmas gift. Shout out to Tamika and Tiff for bullying me into this. But we are going to talk about this Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez trial.
I know my life can get crazy. Just remain solid and know that I got it. Choose around the globe, we can fly private, change the time zone, switching up climate. Winter time, touchdown in the trop. Never mind the hate, no, can we pop? However I'm rolling, I know that you rockin'. I pitch you a 10 to tell you go shop. She more the company, she'll look cocky.
Okay, since my trolls claim that I sit on the couch all day and I don't do shit with my life and I be looking busted, I figure why not look a little decent? Bullshit. I don't give a damn about them. I'm going somewhere. That's why I look like this, because y'all know otherwise the edges would not be done. So let's get into this real quick, real fast. So first of all, the whole trial was a mess to me. And again, this is my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Whatever your opinion is what your opinion is. This is my opinion. Okay? It's my opinion. So you got your own opinion. We all ain't gonna agree. Okay? Because I had to go back and forth with some trolls last night and I ain't really like it because they claimed that I'm not finna get into the details of that bullshit. If you want to see the trolls attack me though, then just go to the little minute short that I made about joining the Patreon. Get you some entertainment, huh? Because I don't delete them, baby. I don't delete them. Go and give me all that. Give me all that. But the trial was a mess to me. I think it was a complete disaster. It was just way. First of all, the bodyguard. Now let me just say, I did research on it, but I didn't do as much because it's Christian's idea for me to talk about it. So I got a little bit from her. Then we went live last night. Y'all missed the live. We was on live last night having too much fun. But we talked about it a little bit on the live, and then I seen like some of the videos posted. I was gonna include a video that I saw, but sis got like 1,000,000 some subscribers, and I ain't trying to get my page taken fucking with that shit. So I was like, fuck it. But excuse me. To me, the trial was a disaster. Can't nobody find the bodyguard, with a driver, and then you got dumbass Kelsey gets up there and says she don't know and plead the fifth. After you already told your story to the prosecution beforehand, now you get up on the stand and say you don't know. And this is more about the principle of it than it is the actual trial. Because I'm not going to get into all that. It's too much coverage on the trial as it is. Like, that's not really my thing. I more so care about the personal aspect of it and the societal aspect of it. But this dumbass, I do have to mention her. She is my target. Don't get me wrong. Tory Lanez is wrong as hell. And I feel like he deserved every bit of them 22 years because, and his charges were what was assault with a semi-automatic firearm, the possession of an unregistered weapon, and what was the third one, child? Because I done took my medicine, so I don't fucking forgot, bitch. Y'all know. I think firing a firearm, an unregistered firearm, something like that. But y'all already know what it is. My memory bad as fuck. Either way, that shit got him 22 years and possible exoneration to Canada. Not exoneration, deportation to Canada. But he got what he deserved. I mean, fucking nigga, you put yourself in dumbass fucking situations, then that's what the fuck happens. Like, and I feel like he got off with them charges to 22 years. An average person would definitely probably get life with those charges. At least 25 to life. At least. The average person definitely would have got more. But because we're dealing with celebrities, it's a whole nother ball game. Now, that had to have been the most private motherfucking trial I ever seen. Because, baby, I thought we was finna really get to see it. Like, I thought we was finna get to see it just like we saw all the rest of them. Just like we saw George Zimmerman. Just like we saw the Derek Chauvin trial, I thought we was going to be in that thing, but apparently not. Apparently all we got is hearsay. So nobody was actually in the court. And I'm the type where I like to have like accurate resources before I say something about it, but from what I did see, most of it was accurate. But it's Kelsey for me. It's Kelsey for me. Tory Lanez, I hate to see another black brother go down, but baby, that's what happened when you do stupid shit. And well, okay, now I'm gonna get to that part. And on Kelsey, she was granted immunity. Now, I just want to make this make sense because the defense said it was her. In some part, I have to agree. In some part, I have to agree. I think that girl is guilty as hell. I think she needs to go to jail for just as much time as him. And I do not give a damn when I say that. First of all, know one thing, baby. You ain't got no friends. Don't trust nobody. I don't give a good goddamn. Now, all my friends I done had for 10 to 16 years, do I think that they would do some whole shit to me? No, I don't. But I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't put nothing past nobody. You got to watch who you trust. And you got to watch who you keep in your circle, especially when you famous. Especially when you famous. When you a superstar, you for sure got to watch your circle. And it be the ones that really started with you from the bottom before you got famous that really fuck you over because they turn into what are called haters. They turn into what are called haters. And every time I move, that computer screen gonna come on, so y'all might as well go and get over it. They turn into what are called haters. And I hate to judge people by their appearance, but when I was looking at this girl, I was like, I don't trust her judgment. I'm a good judge of character, but I don't trust your judgment, young lady. Your vibes, what you giving me, your vibes. I'm not even around you, and your vibes. And had I seen her before all this happened, I probably would have said the same thing. But I feel like she definitely should get more time. Like, time, first of all, how did you get immunity if you didn't do nothing? You should have just been a witness. Like, what was the need for you to say, I need full immunity if you innocent? If it was all Tory had the gun, Tory shot the gun, it's Tory's gun, I didn't have anything to do with it, I was just in the car, they was arguing. If all that was true, what you need immunity for? Like, I'm not understanding. And that's the part I didn't understand. Now, I was told that her fingerprints were on the magazine of the gun. I don't know how accurate that information is. But let's say for instance that it was, right? Let's say, we just hypothetically, allegedly, that's what it was. See, people why if you gonna criminal right? If your fingerprints are on the magazine, that means you either loaded the gun or unloaded the gun. 9 times out of 10, you loaded the gun, because who the fuck gonna use a gun, then unload it, and then get rid of it, or then leave it there? Don't nobody do that. They just either toss the whole gun or they leave the gun there. You don't unload the magazine after you done start shooting and it's a whole altercation. You only had time for that because the cops are already here. So that means you had to have loaded the magazine and loaded the gun. It was a setup. It was a set up. Y'all smell it? I smell a setup. I smell a setup. Like just a quick reference, the Cabo 6 situation, which eventually I will talk about too. But again, I have to make sure I do my research before I start saying shit. But I feel like it was a setup. Something about that situation don't seem right to me. And I hate that poor Megan had to suffer. And then people keep calling it the Megan Thee Stallion trial. The Megan Thee Stallion trial. It's not the Megan Thee Stallion trial. Tory Lanez is on trial. And it's like everybody is making it about her. And when this first happened, the amount of backlash this girl got the way that they tore her down disgusts me. It fucking disgusts me. And from her words, she literally said, I wish he would have killed me so I wouldn't have to deal with this. Depression is a motherfucker. All that pressure that they put on her, all the backlash, the negative comments, you lying on him, blah, blah, blah. It was like you were either team Tory or team Megan. I was team no the fuck body. I'm team whatever the fucking truth is. I'm not taking sides. I don't do that. In situations like that, I'm not team such and such. If I'm completely honest, I could easily be biased because Megan Thee Stallion from Houston, H-Town all day. I honestly don't listen to either one of them. I just start listening to Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm not biased. I'm not team nobody. I think that's stupid. I'm team on whatever the truth is. And the sad part about it is none of us were there. So none of us know what happened for real. It's the same situation in every case that we see. You weren't there, so you don't know the truth. The only people that know the truth are the people that were there. And apparently in this case, it's three sides to every story. So we can only talk about what we think happened or what we think may have happened or give our opinion, but we weren't there. So we will never know what truly happened. We only know what the media says, what the jury has decided, what happened during the trial, the evidence. That's all we know. And as we know, Kelsey done got her ass up on the stand and lied. Plead the fifth. But she lied. You didn't have no point to plead. Why did you plead the fifth now when you told your story earlier? What was the point? And now they trying to get her on perjury charges. And so they're going to have to find a way to prove that she perjured herself. But it's kind of tricky when it comes to perjury. Don't get me wrong, I ain't got nobody's law degree. So if you a lawyer, feel free to put it in the comments. Just don't be rude about it. Use it as an education tool. But with you pleading the fifth, it's hard for her to actually, and she had immunity on top of that, but it's hard for them to actually prove perjury and convict her of perjury and put her in jail over perjury. See, what's going to happen is they're going to get enough pressure from the media, from Black Twitter, from all these people on the internet, and it's going to make them have to do something. And I hope that she gets some type of time, because that baby is guilty. I don't give a damn. She had GSR on her hands. Now, granted, you in close proximity of a gun that go off. If you were in that close of proximity where all y'all was in the truck, or even near the truck, and y'all that close, it's possible for you to get GSR on your clothes. But for you to have GSR on your hands make me think that you at some point had the gun in your hand. The witness said she had the gun and he had the gun. So the question then becomes, who did it? And at this point, Tory Lanez has already been convicted. But in my heart of hearts, I believe it was both of them. You cannot tell me that girl didn't fire that gun. You cannot sit here and tell me that girl did not either have, I don't care if she had it in her hand. Even if she didn't fire it, she had it in her hand. She had it in her hand. I don't give a good goddamn. And I really believe that she fired that motherfucker. Now, whether she fired it towards Megan, whether she was trying to hit Megan, whether the whole thing was even an accident or intentional, both of them had the gun. Both of them fired the weapon. Therefore, I feel like we should be equal opportunity employers and put that bitch in jail too. But no, they gave her immunity. Why? Y'all gave her immunity and she still went up there and fucked y'all. That right there, that testimony should have created reasonable doubt, because that was a prosecution witness. That was a prosecution witness, and you went up there and fucked them people case all the way up. Like, I know that it was fear and trembling in their heart when she went up there and did that shit. But what I think got them was the witness testimony, the guy who actually saw what happened from his house, and Megan going up there and taking the stand. Tory Lanez decided not to take the stand. I would have took the stand. I would have, but that cross-examination was gonna kill his ass. So he was like, nah, that ain't really a good idea, bro. You probably shouldn't take the stand. Usually with big cases like that, the defendant doesn't take the stand. Because it can go either way. Either you can screw yourself or you could actually win by defending yourself, answering the questions the right way. If you know 100% sure that you didn't do it, then you could have easily took the stand. And then you have the situation on bribery. So now they're going to try to get you for bribing a witness because you offering money, you paying for defense. It's like it's too much drama related to that trial. It's not clear cut. It's a lot going on. And I just feel like that's a whole headache in itself. But ultimately, at this point, we can't do nothing about it now. That nigga got 22 years. He already convicted. It happened. But my personal opinion is I don't like the way the public handled it. That's the part that I like to talk about. I like to talk about shit that a lot of people don't talk about. Y'all talk about trial all day. I don't like it's the court of public opinion is a motherfucker. I always say I dream and know and want and will be rich, but I do not dream to be famous. Because it's so much that come with that. The court of public opinion is a motherfucker. And I think it was fucked up how they did her when it first happened. I'm glad she did get justice. I don't like the fact that they calling it the Megan Thee Stallion trial. It was some lady who made a comment on TMZ, and she was like, anytime a black woman come in court with a bob and a good suit, you better be scared. Baby, when I see Megan in that bob, I say, oh, Lord, look, come on then. You better come through. But that lady, she said, baby, she came to court ready. She wasn't playing no motherfucking games with you niggas today. Come on, strong black woman. Give me all that. Give me all that. If I was in that situation, Lord, I'm glad I'm not. But I probably would have did the same thing, baby. I'm coming in there smelling like power. You gonna feel my energy when I walk through this room because I will not be defeated. I will not be defeated. You gonna feel my strength when I come up in here. But be careful who you trust. Be careful who you call your friends, because I think that was very fucked up. They had been knowing each other since they went to PV together. And not only that, but she made you her assistant. That's the part that scares me. I trust all my friends, but it's people that's not close to me because I only got maybe a selective 5 or 6. I call them my baby mamas. I probably got at least like 5 because I got 10 godchildren. So I got about 5 or 6 good friends that I actually really trust. And y'all know Christian being one because my life is in her hands. But that's the part that scares me, is that when I do eventually make it big and I actually become, and believe it or not, I've actually dealt with this situation before and I'm not even nowhere near the caliber that people think I am. But because I'm a face in the community, people think for some reason I got money and I'm rich. Baby, I live in the ghetto. Y'all haven't seen my apartment. Who rich? Who? Baby, I got payment arrangements. Like, ain't no shacoin over here. Just because I look a certain way in public don't mean nothing. And I've actually had people try to take advantage of that. And that's the part that scares me the most, is that the bigger I get, the more paranoid I get, because you got to watch motherfuckers. Because literally people, and it be the main ones that be on your team that you got to watch. Like, your enemies will always be closer. Hell, sometimes family is the one that do us the worst. And they the closest to us. It's always the people that's close to you. I expect strangers to do dumb shit. I expect strangers to do fuck shit. But when it's your own people, bro, that shit hurt. I have no expectations for nobody. I was hurt by the most important person to me in my life. So therefore, I have no expectations for nobody. My trust level is real low. Now, I trust people until they give me a reason not to. But my guard is always going to be up. Always. And that's not an insult to the people around me, but my guard is just naturally always up. I feel like everybody's guard should always be up. And I've never gotten into an argument with any of my friends. No disagreements, no arguments, no. It's crazy. We've never argued. Maybe a few disagreements, but arguments, no. Not talking, no. It's never happened in 16 years. So that's the part that got me. I think that's fucked up. My focus is definitely on Kelsey. My focus is, because for you to be a black woman in America to tear down another one when y'all could have stood in unison or stood in unison, that's the issue now. That's the problem that I have. Because it's going to drive me crazy, child. All right. That's the part that gets me. Black women got to stick together. Like, I don't understand what it. Boy, money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. I don't understand. Black people, black women especially, gotta stick together. And then you got this man daddy done went off in front of the courthouse. He done went off. I seen the video footage. Now, I couldn't even, honestly, I ain't even watch it like for real. I think I was moving around the house because he was so loud and obnoxious. I couldn't even listen to the shit because I think it was stupid. First of all, sir, let me tell you how you just made that even worse. You called out Jay-Z and Roc Nation for what? What the fuck they got to do with this? Second of all, you're being very aggressive. You're being very aggressive. You're not making your son's case even any better. You're not doing that. Because the apple obviously don't fall far from the tree. And if you look in the comments of the video, that's a lot of what you see. Is that if his daddy can cut up like that and be angry like that, then where you think Tory Lanez get his anger issues from? Because that nigga definitely got anger issues. I can look at him and tell he got anger issues. I don't even know him like that. I don't keep up with these people. I legitimately do not keep up with these people. Christian all the time, like, you seen on such and such Instagram, on Megan Thee Stallion Instagram, on the baby Instagram, on Tory Lanez Instagram. No, I didn't see that. I don't follow people. It's sad. I'm still disappointed in myself to this day that I didn't even know Takeoff died until 3 days after he died. That's how out of tune I am with the world because it's so negative. It's so much crap and stupid shit going on. I don't want to be a part of that. But now that I've learned as a content creator, I'm going to have to do better. But, sir, you are the example. Like, you should have handled that in a calm way versus going out there. I get you upset. I get that shit hurt. Your son going to jail for 22 years. Come on now. I know that shit hurt. I know that shit hurt. But that's not how you should have handled that. Because now you done called out Jay-Z and Roc Nation and all that shit. You better watch your goddamn back of who you calling out. Don't do that. But you went out there and showed your pure ass. And now everybody is going to say what they're saying is that Tory Lanez get it from his daddy. Clearly, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Because you went out there and cut up and embarrassed us in such a way. You shouldn't have done that. You went out there with that good suit and that pastor voice. You should not have did all of that. If you was going to go out there and call people out, if you was going to go out there and make a statement, you should have did it real calm, real smooth like. You don't go out there hollering. You go out there real smooth like. What is you doing? I'm pretty sure I can't really speak on my mama. My daddy ain't here. And I can't speak on my mama. She probably would be quiet. But I'll use Christian as an example. If they send me to jail for some shit like that, or in any way send me to jail, I promise you she ain't gonna go out there hollering and yelling as mad and hurt as she is or will be. No, that's not how you handle that. You go out there and handle that shit like a G. You be calm with it. You be professional with it. You cut the fuck up and you should be shaming yourself. And then not to mention Tory Lanez, why did you bring your son to court? Did you think that was gonna be like that was a sympathetic move? That was a smooth PR stunt. Why would you bring your son to court? Why would you expose him to that type of stuff? Like when the lady on the video said he should have been in school, he should have been learning. Agreed. Why did you bring him to court? That you thought you was gonna get more sympathy because you brought your son to court? You need to keep him away from this. Don't put him in the middle of it. Another stupid move. Sir, do you think at all? Do any of y'all think at all? I don't understand it. I feel like he got what he deserved. You want to play the game? Then you got to accept your consequences when you lose. And you knew you was on probation or parole or whatever the fuck he was on. And then you was carrying an unregistered gun. You wasn't even supposed to be carrying a gun. I don't understand why that's another thing that pissed me off about these superstars and shit and these rappers and trappers is if you know that you are in the lights and people are watching you and you on probation or got some type of charges, somebody, just anything, why would you even have a gun? Do y'all think? I just don't understand why you just won't get bodyguards that can actually register the guns? Hell, if you don't trust bodyguards, get some of the homies that ain't got no record and can actually get a registered gun. Make them security guards, make them bodyguards. That way, you ain't got to take the heat. You ain't got to have no heat. You ain't got to carry no heat if you can't carry it. Now, don't get me wrong. If you can, then register it. Do it the right way. I have a registered gun. When I do get to a certain caliber, I'm still going to have my registered gun. But I'm going to hire people around me to do shit like that so I won't have to. Hell, I ain't even big now and I got people around me that's going to do that shit so I don't have to. So, like, why do y'all make these dumbass decisions? Trying to be hard, trying to look a certain way, trying to represent yourself, represent for the set. No, nigga, you dumb as hell. Why would you do that? Either you gonna be a rapper and a superstar, or you gonna be a trapper doing dumb shit. You gonna be a street nigga. Which one you wanna be? Boy, you could take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. That was the dumbest shit you could. That's one count that could have easily been if the gun was registered. That's one count. That's one thing they didn't have to charge you on. But because it was an unregistered, you had possession and carrying an unlawful and unregistered weapon. And then you fired it. Like, bruh, I don't understand the decisions that people be making. Well, nigga, you got 22 years to sit there and think about what the hell you did. I don't feel bad. I'm glad Megan Thee Stallion got justice. And the only thing, again, that I hate, and that's just because me, my sympathetic spirit, is that unfortunately we had to another brother got to go to jail. But again, that's what happened when you make dumb decisions. I just want that bitch to go to jail too. That's the only part that really gets under my skin. I want that bitch to go to jail. She a mama. I seen it. I understand. You fucked up. You fucked up. What you did was fucked up, and your ass need to be in jail. I don't care. I don't even care for how long. Just go to jail. Because you guilty as hell. You are guilty as hell. You guilty of, first of all, of being a fucked up friend. But you are guilty, baby. You had GSR in your hands. That gun was in your hand. And then I saw a video where she had to sit there and she had the mitigated gall to sit there in handcuffs when the police came in. Megan, you all right? Megan, you all right? No, bitch, I ain't all right. I just got shot. The fuck? And then you sitting there asking me that like you give a damn. You don't give a fuck if I'm all right or not. Just because she sent the text 911, Tory just shot Meg. It was a setup. People think about shit before they do it. Y'all think that girl didn't know what the fuck she was doing and then had the nerve to say, Megan, are you all right? Bitch, you are trifling as hell and you deserve to go to jail. And even, first of all, this whole trial just brought out the true light. The public gonna tear her ass to shreds. She's done for. This shit gonna be, ain't nobody gonna be talking about this shit in about a week or two. But the public is gonna tell her to shred. She just ruined all of her reputation. Whatever management, talent management, company she owned, all that shit, baby, all that's finna go. Ain't nobody gonna take you seriously no more. As they shouldn't. The public is going to tear her the fuck up. And normally I don't agree with shit like that, but she deserved it because what you did was fucked up. You reap what you goddamn sow, and karma is a bitch. I hope Megan can heal and move on from this. I can't imagine how that girl feel having to go through all this. And that shit happened 2 years ago. And like I said, in a week or two, the shit ain't nobody gonna be talking about it no more. So it ain't gonna even matter. But she still gotta deal with that shit for the rest of her motherfucking life. Like, that's some shit that she always gonna have to deal with. So, like I said, that's all I really had to technically say about it. I think the girl did it. Y'all got me fucked up. I think she loaded that bitch. I think they had created a motherfucking plan at Kylie Jenner house. I think they had all that shit just together. They was drunk. I feel like they was arguing. They took it to a whole nother level. Then there was some sex involved. Oh, you stole my man. Like, first of all, that's another thing. Bitch, not only are you jealous of my career, but you think I slept with your man. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Women are some evil individuals. Oh, bitch, you want to sleep with my man? You think you the shit because you famous? You think you the shit because you Megan Thee Stallion? I got something for your motherfucking ass. I'm a woman. I would know. Like, it was a setup. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I said what I said. I said what I said. It was a setup. That bitch need to go to jail. All this shit stupid. And I'm glad it's over with. Tory, gonna do your time, baby. Just don't drop the soap. I will see y'all in the next video. That's all I got. Again, Merry Christmas. Gave y'all this bonus footage. Because Tamika and Tiff really gonna sit here and argue with me and tell me that Christmas is the last day of Vlogmas when Google said that the 24th is the last day of Vlogmas. So we gonna call this a bonus vlog. So Merry Christmas to you all, because I will be dropping this on Christmas. I'm finna edit this thing up so that it can come out tomorrow. And thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for loving me. Again, y'all, the trolls was tearing my ass up last night, baby, but we had fun with them. I'm actually gonna make another video when I get in the car. It's gonna be a motivation video, and it's gonna be called Embrace Your Enemies and Destroy Them. I said that. So be on the lookout for that one too. And then I'm gonna take a break, because y'all got to get it. Tamika ain't gonna cut me no slack. Like, none. I'm not getting cut no slack. But again, until that one in the next video, happy holidays. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye.